Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, your place for news and gameplay. Some good, some bad, and let's be honest, likely some rage and tilting. If you like what you see, consider subscribing and hitting that bell for notifications. Today's episode, we're taking a little bit of a different approach here. I recently had a subscriber ask me a question about what was in my hangar, what level were my bots, my weapons, what skills I was having. So I thought I would take a different approach and just have a video going over my current hangar and some of the other setups I've been running lately, and just some of my general thoughts when it comes to the upgrade process and what the approach that I take. So anyway, so let's just get started here. So we'll first start with my main hangar. That's usually my go-to hangar when I'm trying to squad with other clanmates, or I'm trying to do some grinding for silver. So first off here, I have my level 12 Ares running level 10 weapons, pulsars and shredders. I have it equipped with the quantum radar because very often I run into Lokis and I really have to have something in my hangar so I can deal with the stealth of Loki. Just two normal nuclear reactors and a heavy armor kit. All my modules are at level 1. I haven't upgraded a single one, and I don't have any special premium modules. They're all just the standard ones you get for free. And in my pilot here, I'm running the legendary pilot Minji Novak. And the skills I have on here is just the regular one that comes with the Ares, which in my view, I believe this is the worst legendary pilot of the entire game. If you look at this particular skill, his Ares deals increased weapon damage, which is good, but only for 30 seconds after reaching 50% durability. So that means during the match, this skill is only active at most for just 30 seconds in the entire game, whereas every single other legendary pilot in the game, that skill is useful for the entire duration of the bot. I have on here just a regular to increase the ability damage, as well as when activates ability, the Ares repairs a portion of its maximum durability. Now, I'm actually in the process of upgrading a regular pilot, and I'm going to replace this pilot with it. And the reason being is because I mentioned before, I feel the unique ability for this specific legendary pilot is the worst in the actual game. So if I go find it here, not exactly sure where it is. It shouldn't be assigned to anybody. I think it might be this one. No, it's this one right here. If I look at this one here, I haven't actually retrained these skills. I have to do it at some point. But this is the one I plan to actually retrain. Actually, I might not even have to retrain it. Those are some pretty good skills. I didn't realize that. The adamant mechanic. Well, no, I want to change that with either the repair on activation of the ability or just a repair in general. So probably either the mechanic, which is the one over time, or the one for when I activate its special ability. But the increased weapon ability damage is good, and the increased weapon damage is good. I'm not going to have very many pilots in my hangar, so that's going to go beyond level 30. Yes, there's some more skills I would like to get, but really, at the cost of promoting 1,500 gold to go from level 30 to level 40, and then I think it's 2,500 at level 40, and I think it's 5,000 at level 50, and 7,500 level 60. I'm a mainly grinder. I don't pay very much in this game at all. I do pay a little bit, but not very much at all, and I cannot afford those costs in order to promote pilots. So you'll see as I go through my hangars, all my pilots, or most of them anyways, are level 30. So anyways, that was too much time I spent on the Ares. So if we go over to my next one, my Mender. I love my Mender, running 2 level 10 Gus and a level 10 Corona. Again, 2 armor kits, a nuclear reactor. I put the heal on it. This is my healing bot. So I heal myself, I heal teammates, and that's what I mainly use it for, or I try to use it for. So if you look at my skill set of my pilots, I have the Master Gunsmith, so it's an increased weapon damage, because I do use this as a tank to try to go in and kill Ares and other Greek bots. I give it increased speed, and I also included the True Ace, which the Mender repairs more durability when I use its ability. So my next bot is actually my Kumio, which is my beacon runner. Level 10 Orkans, level 10 Kumio. I have a nuclear reactor and just a regular armor kit. And I have the healing module on it as well. And, well, I have my Fenrir skill set on here because I'm trying to upgrade this pilot. But if we actually go to the pilot that I typically run on my Kumio here, If I find it here, I believe it's over here. I believe it's this guy right here. This is the pilot I typically run on it. And its skills, I have increased weapon damage, increased speed, and increase its, not increase, to repair a certain amount of its HP over time. Now if I'm going over to my next one, my Pursuer, I love my Pursuer, but I'm, like with my Mender, I'm running some Gus on here. I'm running Gus here and the Halo. I'm really scared about this upcoming nerf to the Gus because I really can't afford a whole bunch of Halos. I need to have my Gus in my hangar, and I'm really not looking forward to the nerf of the Gus that's coming up because it's a reduction of like half of your clip. So it's not looking good, at least for me anyways, for my limited account. But anyways, I'm running 3 nuclear reactors, healing on this bot, although sometimes I do switch it out for quantum radar if I'm happen to be running matches where I'm running into a lot more quantum radar. If you're running free-for-all, it's usually a good option to have quantum radar on most of your bots instead of healing. I don't run free-for-all because I absolutely suck at free-for-all, but that's another story. Looking at my skill set for my pilots, increased speed, increased weapon damage, and when I activate my ability, the Pursuer repairs itself. And finally, the last bot I typically run is my level 10 Inquisitor, running level 10 Orkans, level 10 Exodus. Again, with this nerf to the Orkans, I'm not sure if it's going to affect this very much at all, but I do have a bot that I might replace for this one, especially if the Orkans tend to get hit quite a bit more than what it seems, at least on paper. I'm running 2 nuclear reactors, a healing module on here, and you'll notice I'm running the regular healing module. I'm not running the advanced repair unit on any of these bots. I need to conserve power cells. Yes, I have 115,000, but I also try not to get into the habit of using them unless I absolutely need to, and I think it's a turning point in the match where we might be able to win. Otherwise, I really try to steer clear of using these modules. I actually would like to have Pixonic implement a feature in the game where we could actually unequip these modules. Because sometimes I just don't want to run the modules. I don't want to take the chance of accidentally pushing the stupid module button. But anyways, getting back to this, I do have the Kyle Rogers on here as my pilot. So the Kyle's Gizmo, where it repairs its durability every second. I put increased speed on here and increased weapon damage. So those are kind of the go-to skill sets I put on most of my bots is increased weapon damage, increased speed, and or increased durability. And something like the Mender, which has a unique ability in it for like the true ace to increase its repair. Those are type of things that I look for when I'm looking for choosing my skill sets that I think would be the most useful on the bot. I think when you get to have a level 30 pilot and you have a choice of 3 skill sets, you can probably find the 3 skill sets that you would want the most to use. And then if you decide to go on further, then that's fine. But myself, I just can't really have many options where I want to spend the gold to increase the pilot skill, to go, increase the pilot level so I can get more skills. However, this is not the only setup I run. Lately, I've been actually running lower level bots just to have some fun because sometimes it just gets boring to run the same thing over and over. And as a grinder, I really don't have very many bots that are leveled up to, say, level 10 and have weapons that are up to level 10. So when I do swap things out, there are lower level bots, but I try to equip them as much as possible with higher level weapons. So just to quickly go through what I've been running lately is I've been running my Strider, running just 2 EQ shields and an Exodus on top. And if you just quickly look at it, just the EQ shield's normal level 3. My Exodus is level 9. It's only a level 5 Strider. I also sometimes put in, I sometimes put in my Stalker just to run for fun. It's a level 7 Stalker, level 7 Magnums. It doesn't even have a pilot associated with it. I almost always keep my Kumio in my lineup just because it is my main beacon grabber. And I don't really have anything, although my Strider is fast, I can usually outpace a Strider to get to a beacon. So I'd like to stick with my Kumio. This one I sometimes sub out for my Ao Guang, running 3 level 7 Scourge, and it's level 8 Ao Guang. I do have a pilot here that I've leveled up, but I haven't actually retrained the skills appropriately to what I want. So I probably would leave the increased ability of damage. The other two, I probably would sub out for something else, but I don't know. I haven't gotten to that point yet. Again, it's just more gold I have to spend. This one, I actually sometimes sub out my Raven for it. So if I look at my Raven here, I won't actually, it's unequipped a couple weapons because I only have 4 level 10 Orcans, and 2 of them are on my Kumio and 2 of them are on my Inquisitor. So if I swap out my Raven into here instead of my Inquisitor, I'll unequip the 2 Orcans and put them on here and basically make a death button Raven. And you'll notice it's only a level 5 Raven, so there's even one module slot I don't have open for it. I don't have a pilot for it. But one bot in setup that I have been working on lately, and I'm still trying to figure out how to best use it, is this one right here. I recently made a Spectre, and I put 4 level 10 Vortex on it, and I love it when I can make it work. And there are other times where I absolutely suck at it, and I can't hit the broadside of a barn. I do have a pilot set up for it. However, again, I need to retrain some of these skills. The only one I probably would leave here right now is the Vortex deals increased weapon damage. Another bot that I usually put in here, especially if I have like a range task that I'm trying to accommodate, is my Dragoon Fury. So I have 3 level 9 Dragoons on a level 10 Fury, and I haven't gone any farther with the Dragoons. I used to run this bot a lot, but the Dragoons got so expensive to upgrade that I didn't have the silver to go past level 9. Yes, I have quite a bit of silver. You'll notice here I have 109 million, but I'm actually trying to save some silver now for any time in the future when they have an upgrade discount. And then I'm going to try and rush some upgrades that are the more expensive ones. And the Dragoons may be a candidate for that if I decide to do so. Again, I have a pilot on here, but I need to retrain some of these skills. Probably I would keep the Dragoon one, the Dragoon damage, and the Mechanic Fury. But the Adamant Gunsmith, I probably would switch out for something else. The other bot that I've been working on lately is my Traditionalist Falcon. And I actually have, you'll notice here, I have 3 Falcons, but 2 of them, this one's level 1, and this one here is level 1. This one, it's not just regular one, and I plan to have the 3 Tridents leveled up a little bit more on it, just, again, for more range tasks. That's the only time I would probably put it in a match. This one is planning to be a Traditionalist Falcon at some point, running an Ember. But again, I have to upgrade the Ember and have to upgrade the Falcon. It's level 1. This one's a little bit more upgraded. It has 2 Thermites on it, which is just mainly for camouflage because it is a Traditionalist Falcon. So it's level 8 Falcon running right now a level 6 Glory. The Glory is right now going up to level 7. Probably tonight I think it'll be done. I'll upgrade to level 8 and then it'll stay there until we have a discount upgrade at some point, I hope, in the future. Whether it's 1 month, 6 months, a year from now, I don't know. But this is where I'm going with this build. This is the only bot I have a level 40 pilot on. And I won't go any further than level 40, though I would love to, but it's just way too expensive on gold. So I've increased the weapon damage. I have increased the durability on it. I put the sharpshooter ability on it because it is running Glory, and it does increase the shot grouping by 20%. And I put the Traditionalist Falcon skill on here. There's lots of other skills I could put on here. And maybe I probably should retrain some of these a little bit more. But what I did when I was training this, I just did the randomized skill. And when it got to a skill that I could live with, I stopped and went on to the next skill. I don't want to go in and pick a single skill for 1,000 gold. I just would use a randomized feature, and sometimes in 1 roll or sometimes 5 rolls, even 10 rolls, I would get something that I could live with. The only one I really, really wanted, and it took me quite a while to get the randomization, is a Traditionalist Falcon, but it still cost me less than 1,000 gold than it would have if I went in here and picked it just on its own. So that's the basis of kind of what I'm thinking of with my hangars as I go. Now, my upgrade process, I kind of mentioned it before, but specifically I've decided lately I'm not upgrading anything beyond level 8 Mark 1. The reason being is just it's too expensive in silver, I find, for me, to pay for anything above level 8. It just, the amount of time I put into grinding, which admittedly is maybe an hour and a half a day, I can really afford myself to play. I just cannot make up the silver it costs once I get above level 8. And since Pixonic now has had a couple times in the last few months where they had a discount upgrade, what I've decided to do is upgrade many of my weapons and bots that I have at level 1 that I actually want to use or want to experiment with, but I can't because they're so low levels. I'll upgrade those, and if and when there is a discounted upgrade for a weekend or whatever it is that Pixonic does, then I will take advantage of it, and I will use any silver I can save up as well as any gold I can save up just to rush some of these upgrades. So if you're actually wondering, well, what could I possibly have that I want to upgrade? Well, if we go through here, you saw previously before, I have a level 1 Falcon with a level 1 Ember. Both of those I want to upgrade. Level 1 Falcon with 2 level 1 Tridents, level 6 Trident. I want to upgrade all those. I have a Blitz at level 1 that I would like to upgrade. I want 4 Halos on it, which I do not have 4 Halos. I have 1 Halo right now. Actually, no, I have 1 Halo on my Pursuer, and I do have 1 Halo sitting in my storage. So there's a lot of upgrades there I want to do. I have, believe it or not, I have 2 other Menders in my hangar that are sitting at level 1 that, I wouldn't mind just playing around with. See, now have a hangar, a few games where I'm running mostly healing bots. That's my deal. Here's my Fenrir that I'm going to be soon working on once the glory for my Trelicious Falcon is upgraded to level 8. I'm going to upgrade the Storms to level 8. My Avenger's already level 10, but the Fenrir's at level 1, so I need to upgrade it. I have, believe it or not, I have 2 Bulwarks sitting at level 1. Yeah, here's my other Bulwark that's at level 1. And it's running 2 Avengers, a level 5 and level 6. Both of those need to be upgraded. I have a level 1 Hellburner that I would like to upgrade. I have a level 1 Nemesis that I would like to put 2 Storms on, and I don't have another 2 Storms, so I would have to get those and then start upgrading that. I have a level 1 Invader that I'd like to put a Corona and 2 Halos on. I don't have another Corona, and that's 2 more Halos I need to build for it. Hover, I don't really care about running. These are just older setups that I probably would never ever get back to. I do have a level 8 Bulgazari that I used to use until they completely nerfed it. At least I feel they nerfed its shield into oblivion. And yep, so that's it. But as for if you go to look at my weapons, like I mentioned some of them that I would like to put on it. But if we go back here, and we'll just look at, we'll look at my medium weapons. What I currently have in my storage, I do have another 3 Orkans, assuming the nerf isn't horrible. I would like to upgrade those some more. I don't really care about Mullet Tees or Punisher Tees. I have a Freedom Igniter sitting at level 1, actually 2 of them. I have a Freedom Hussar sitting at level 1. Go back here. I have quite a few Columbus. Now that I do have a Spectre, I'd like to be able to put some Columbus on it, and they all need to be leveled up. I have Tarons here that are sitting, that need to be upgraded as well. I have 3 level 10 Tarons, but I have 3 more Tarons that I could upgrade. I have 2 Ballistas here at level 1 that I would like to increase, but I would also like to get 2 other Ballistas, so again, I could put that on my Spectre. And I'm not a camping person, but I would like to have a Ballista Spectre to do my clan tasks that are range tasks. So those are medium weapons. For, say, the lighter, well, let's look at the heavy weapons here. So for the heavy weapons, if we go back here, I actually have 2 Calamities that need leveling. The Redeemer, I'll get to it at some point. I have another Glory that's sitting at level 1. I have 2 Exodus, one that's already on my Strider right now at level 9, and I have another Exodus sitting here, so we'll go over. This is sitting at level 1. I should upgrade a couple Ansel shields at some point. Zeus I don't use anymore. Thunders. I have a Freedom Avalanche that maybe at some point I might upgrade. And I'm still have a Dragon Calamity that's sitting there that I actually want to put on my Strider running Sparks eventually. But if we look at light weapons, I have two Blaze, again, at level 1. I have a Halo sitting here at level 1. I have a Spark sitting at level 1. And I need to get another Spark to make a Spark Calamity Strider. Eco Shield, I probably should upgrade. Arbalest, I have no intention of ever upgrading unless they really buff that thing. Geckos, I don't really care too much about. Magnums, I have two Magnums on my Stalker that are level 7 that probably should be upgraded. If I descend, maybe at one point else I'd put 4 Magnums on a Blitz, then I would want to have 4 Magnums upgraded. I have 2 Dragon Marquess that if I had 2 Hussars, I have 1 Freedom Hussar, but if I had a second Hussar, then I could put them on it. Maybe change my Ares build from Pulsars and Shredders to 2 Marquess and 2 Hussars, because for some reason, I'm like Manny, I can't lock down a player to save my life, and the Pulsar Shredder combo on my Ares just doesn't work for me. So I have to find a new setup for it at some point. Well, anyways, so that's kind of the stuff I'm going through and my thought process when I am trying to figure out how best to use my gold and my silver. And so that's my hanger. And like I said, lately I've been running this type of a hanger. Just the Strider, the Stalker, my Kumio, my Alguang, and usually sometimes the Spectre Vortex or my Raven running Orkans and Pinatas. Anyways, so this is a bit of a lengthy video. I didn't mean for it to be this long, but I tried to go through everything that has been asked of me. So if you like this video or this type of content, please let me know below. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know. I'll do my best. As you can see, I have a fairly low-level hanger, low-level bots and weapons. I have only one main hanger that is actually decently leveled for where I am, and that is in Expert League. Expert 2 to be exact. So if there's anything I can do, any requests, I'll try to take them on. And if I can't, maybe I'll try to reserve some gameplay on the test server to try to bring those to you. So, like I said, if you like this video, let me know. And until next time, cause some mayhem in the field for me.